years ago, this broken-ass system marked me as a criminal risk. Linked me to some shit I didn't even do because it was probable.
Once in the system, always in the system.
The amount of personal data that thing is collecting is mind-blowing. Violating the public trust, manipulating the stock markets, the lies, the fraud. I say together, we tear down the wall.
We undeniable. We undeniable. We undeniable.
All right, you need two things to take down Bloom. You need to get people to rally behind your cause and separate you from the trolls.
And we need bots, and a lot of them to handle the data CTOS is processing.
But you can get followers to download the app, and we can use their processing power for the cause. Distracting enough for you?
Barbarians are at the gate and ready to bust some Roman heads.
Swinging my hockey stick. This ain't a quiet room. Tell the entire truth. And let it set you free. We undeniable. We undeniable.
I have friends that would love to put DedSec behind bars.
You're fighting a war no one gives a shit about. You're so aggressive, so indignant. Oh, and there's a warrant out for your arrest.
This ain't a quiet room. Tell the entire truth. And let it set you free.
We will not be lied to.
We undeniable.
We will not be afraid. We will not be silent. It's time we stand together.
The numbers haven't stopped climbing.
And what are we gonna do?
Aim bigger.
It's a bloody marvelous time to be alive. An age of invention. So many clever blokes dreaming up impossible machines. Sorting away more gold than Queen Victoria herself. But none of those shillings ever makes it into the pockets of the poor devils whose blood is spilled building this glorious empire. The working class sleepwalks through life unaware of the machine that drives them. Let's wake them up then, shall we?
After the initial mobile war on the Western Front, holding on to captured ground proved to be a challenging task. Frontlines combines conquest and rush in a symmetrical head-on engagement, where the contested frontline can move in both directions. During the first phase, each side fight over a chain of objectives. Only one of the objectives is active at once. Conquering an objective allows that faction to advance closer to the enemy base. Once a faction loses the flag objective closest to their base, they will have to defend the two telegraph posts inside the base. Artillery called in from the telegraphs can be used against the attackers. The phase ends when both telegraph posts have been destroyed or when the attackers have run out of reinforcements. A failed telegraph attack will revert to the initial flag objectives phase, where the factions continue fighting for access to their bases. The game ends when one faction has destroyed both enemy telegraph posts, or when the time runs out.
are the first. The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. We conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in the shadows. They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.